Well, good day, everyone. Welcome to Health Check. Today on Health Check, it's sponsored by Kingdom Health Connections, which is all about helping you connect to a healthier lifestyle. We're on this journey together. We're about creating a lifestyle of health, wellness, and healing for you and the entire family. Well, here on Health Check, last Tuesday of the month, I like to commit it to Real Talk Tuesday. Real Talk Tuesday. As a healthcare provider in a family practice, and also as a nursing professor, I've really in my scope of practice as a healthcare provider for going on 9+ years, been in the field for over 13 years. But I've been in the acute care setting. I've been in nursing homes. My last stop has been primary care. And with Real Talk Tuesday, it's really my passion because I see so many things that are impacting our lives and causing us to live a sick life and normalizing the sick life. Those who are in the Apostles' House, I know you're watching as well. Remember to like and share as well. Let's get this out to our family members as well as friends, because we want them to be motivated. We want them to be encouraged to live a healthier lifestyle. But this language is very familiar for those of us who are part of the Apostles' House, or even glean from some of the teachings and the lives of the Apostles' House. And this theme of enough is enough, that's what's ringing in my spirit since last week, Tuesday, and ongoing. Jack me up. Enough is enough. And it really helped empower me to get my fight back that enough is enough with dysfunctional living and normalizing what is dysfunctional. Normalizing what has caused us to be bent over, no longer fulfilling our purpose, not reaching our full potential. We're not even reaching our full productivity as we should be. We're out of position because of this dysfunctional living, and normalizing it. Now, going back and segueing back, me being in the arena of family practice, me being in the arena of healthcare, right? I've seen so many things that have been normalized as dysfunctional. So it's dysfunctional, but it's been normalized. And it's a key factor, and maybe thought to be something so small, so little, but it's a key factor contributing to the existence of this sickness, of this illness, of this diagnosis that's been present. So key. So let's take, for example, the diagnosis of insomnia, right? Normalizing and say, oh, I just have insomnia. I just need Ambien. And this is not to discredit anything, but I'm just going to take Ambien. I'm just going to take Doxepine. I'm just going to, these things that are so normal, but I have a drinking problem. Okay, so here I come as a healthcare provider saying, alcohol, it works as a depressant at first. So it may help to depress some of the feelings that you're talking about because it works against your chemistry. But the side effect of that is not only the cholesterol's high, not only is your blood pressure high, not only is it affecting the liver, but alcohol is also, by the time it's metabolized and it's broken down, it's actually a stimulant. So your insomnia issue is really connected to the alcohol, which is probably connected to something else, right? Whatever is causing you to want to depress whatever you're experiencing or you're feeling, you want to depress it with alcohol. And now it's dysfunctional because you're doing this every night. So now there's a diagnosis of insomnia, but this insomnia didn't just appear. It's not just because you're aging. And yes, when you're 60 plus, melatonin stores do reduce. So you might find that you function fine with less than the typical 7 to 9 hours that's recommended for sleep. All right. But this insomnia didn't come just because it's there, and now it's normalized and it's embraced and we're taking it and we're accepting it, right? There's a track record to this thing. This thing came in, and it's probably stimulated by the alcohol, but the alcohol is there just because you're trying to depress an underlying issue that's not yet been resolved. So now the diagnosis of insomnia is there. Where did it start? There's unresolved trauma, there's unresolved issues. And those of us who are believers in Jesus Christ, and as we learned and we heard about this, the teaching, sick in the sanctuary, this is unacceptable. It need not be present. It need not be a functional diagnosis, right? We need to, what are some of the things that we need to do in order to come out of this? We need to, one, become aware that this is not normal. This, what we've normalized, is not normal. Oh, I just said, I just have this, or I just have this, or it's just arthritis, or it's just this, or it's just that. Yes, there's different processes in life that take place, but we don't have to normalize the dysfunction. We don't have to age sick. We don't have to age and have Alzheimer's dementia. We don't have to, right? We need to become aware of what the root cause is and begin to address that. And where likely is the root cause? In our mind. In our mind. What have we come into agreement with? What have we joined in with? What have we been wearing, right? What have we married that is dysfunctional, that doesn't need to be there? Hear my heart, hear God's heart, as we've been hearing already. And I, as a healthcare provider, I see this all the time. And it's like, let the people of God go. This is part of the birthing of Kingdom Health Connections, because it's like, man, we don't need to be a statistic. We don't need to be the byproduct of pharmakia. We don't need to be. But guess what? If we don't disconnect from the dysfunction and we no longer recognize that this is not normal, then we become a byproduct of that. That's only one aspect. There's various different factors that affect the presence of certain things being present in our life, but we need not normalize what is not normal. We've made it into a pattern. So where it starts in our mind. So we need to become aware of what the dysfunction is. We need to become aware of where it's dysfunctional. Like, X-ray machine, MRI machine. We're now looking, now that the word has come out, now that the word has been shared with all of us, those who are in the Apostles' house and those who are not in the Apostles' house, but I'm sharing with you today. There's an X-ray machine now, right? There's an MRI machine. Now it's time for us to really start to look and see where is the disconnect? Where is the dysfunction? What have I normalized as functional and normal, but it's dysfunctional? Where is it? Myself included. Where is it? And let's begin to disagree with that thing, right? Okay, so let's use the example of insomnia, right? Okay, my sleep issues may be coming from me actually drinking too much alcohol, right? It helps me feel good a little bit, calms me down, but then now I have sleep issues because it's a stimulant and it keeps me up. But not only do I have sleep issues, but now my liver counts are up. Now my cholesterol is up. And guess what? Yes, alcohol, I've seen it. I've encouraged patients, clients to reduce the amount of alcohol. I've been able to take people off of blood pressure medications by just addressing that. But going back, where is it coming from? Is it unresolved issues? Do I need to consult with a therapist? Do I need to make that appointment? Do I need to get counseling? Do I need to sign up with a life coach? What do I need to do? Do I need to sign up with a trainer? Come on, let's do something different. But first, we've got to be aware of it. We need to be cognizant of it and recognize that before the behavior showed up and before it became a lifestyle pattern, it started in the mind. It started in the mind. I pray that you are encouraged by this. I pray that even as you've heard the word, as you've even as I'm sharing now that, let's not make what's dysfunctional normal. Even as you're hearing that now, whether you've heard the word before or not, let's really start to look at it. Because we're already complaining about the symptoms. My back hurts, my knee hurts, gout keeps showing up. We're already complaining about the symptoms. So let the symptoms be an indication that something is off. Pain is an indication that something is off, and it should not be normalized. Sometimes we buck and we fight against pharmacia. We fight and we buck against different things that are out there. But if we're not doing nothing about it, guess what? Here comes pharmacia to help. Again, not just discrediting, because everything has its proper place at the proper time. But let's not become subject to something because we want to normalize what's dysfunctional. Are you charged today? Because I know I'm charged. It's tight, but it's right. And this is for all of us. So go ahead and put hashtag I choose life. Deuteronomy 30:19 says, today we have the choice today between life and death, blessings and curses. I call on all of heaven to witness the decision that you and I make today. Oh, that we would choose life so that not only we would live, but our descendants would live as well. So that's our children and our children's children as well. Go ahead and put hashtag I choose life and say how you're going to do it. I'm going to get out and walk today. I did that this morning after my prayer time, after my time in the word, and I was able to meditate on the word even more as I was walking. I have not eaten breakfast as yet, but I already have my bowl. I'm preparing my bowl of oats this morning because I'm doing this thing. I'm excited and I'm charged rather, because there are things even in my life, Dr. Vanessa's life, that have been normalized and they're dysfunctional. Let's think about that even as it pertains to our physical health as well. What have you been normalizing that's dysfunctional and has been affecting and negatively impacting your physical health? Be blessed, everyone, today. Let's do this. Stay hydrated. Get outside. It's a beautiful day. Get outside, walk, pray, be in the word, meditate on the word. Let's make sure we're having good eats as well. Let's eat real food as best we can. And even if you haven't figured out your meal plan and things, that's okay. Start small. Start with your first meal. Start with your snacks. Choose seeds. Choose nuts if you're able to. As always, you want to be consulted with your primary care provider, your specialist, for whatever specifics that's pertaining to you. But stay hydrated. Let's get some good rest tonight as well. Get to Bible study, revival as well tonight. Let's do this thing. We're not going to normalize dysfunction. I pray that you all were blessed. As always, I'll see you here again. Same time, same station, on Facebook, on YouTube as well. I'm delighted to be able to share with a guest on next week, Tuesday, as well, as we push some individuals that have come up to me and said, off of this live, I did this. I've changed this, and I put this in motion, and I feel better. So, hey, let's do this together. Let's encourage, let's motivate one another. Be blessed, everyone. I'll see you here again next week, Tuesday, 9 a.m. And if you're catching the replay, like as well as share. Be blessed, everyone. Love you all. Bye-bye.